But I don't know how consistent that could be. But it seems like maybe from the used book side, you might be able to find some consistency. All right, y'all. This is the haul I was talking about. My first haul. Wait, none of that stuff over there. This just stuff sitting on a chair. Even though I'm sure that book is worth something. But here is my first haul. Don't pay attention to any of this stuff behind her. That's just stuff that we collected anywhere. Actually, it's a bunch of token books and there's some cool stuff. One day I have to go through the stuff that we got actually collected that I probably won't sell. But I did end up finding some decent books, like the Teenage Addiction book. This Samurai Code is going pretty nice. Side Hustle book, I won't make much on that, but it seems like it might sell fast. This is a William Shatner book about Spock, or a Captain Kirk book about Spock. Marissa Mayer, this, like these in that other book, I got these at the dollar store and they were selling for a nice amount. So I'll be able to make a little money on that. I think I got that one from the dollar store. Also, I don't remember where I got it from, but I'm probably dollar store. It was fairly cheap. Dollar store kind of saved me out on this first round too, since I messed up on what I bought. That was going for about 15 to 16. I think I paid 3 or 4 for that. That's just an old book I had. I had that one also. So I don't know what they cost, but I've got my use out of them. These books seem like they were kind of selling fairly fast. Like it's like some health books, like it was about hormones, menopause. And then there's a couple dieting books. This is an indie novel that I found for pretty cheap that seems like it's still selling. And then like a Biggest Loser health book, but that's kind of more boring type of stuff. Got a couple novels. One's the love story. MMA's Most Wanted. I might keep it, but I believe it came up for money. This I think I found this at Ollie's. It was just sitting there by itself for a little bit, but it's a Diablo book. It's going for a little money. I found a manga, which I've been looking hard to try to find some because I wanted to kind of specialize in it. But so far I found one. So Vampire Hunter D. I actually used to have the movie. I found this CD and randomly looked it up. And it was going for some money, so I picked it up. And now we're getting the stuff that I probably can't sell on Amazon. So let's look at all the cool stuff I bought. The good stuff. So I found a few DVDs for real cheap. I think I paid a couple dollars for that. Maybe 3 or 4 for this. I think that was $1. And these are all in plastic. Then I found Superman Unbound. It's a pretty good buy. Star Wars Rebels book. Got a Captain America. You know, the Captain. Got that fairly cheap. I think I got that for Ollie's. The new stuff. Got a Frozen puzzle. You got Frozen crayons. Frozen coloring book. Well, wait, that's a Frozen 2 coloring book. Then we got the Frozen 1 coloring book. And I picked up this Buffy omnibus because it's a omnibus. It's got to be worth something, right? I got Batman coloring book. Superman coloring book. I still got to take stickers off of some of this. But, yeah, a couple more Frozen coloring books. Slightly alternate covers. Got those. Then I got a Hello Kitty coloring book. Oh yeah, and the Care Bears coloring book, just because I figured it was Care Bears. And I got a Littlest Pet Shop book. It's Transformer Cyberverse. I actually couldn't look this up at the time. I took a gamble on it. Looks like it's gonna be worth at least a little something. But I do know, like, you know, like the Cyberverse and the newer indie cartoons that came out from IDW were kind of popular, and I watched them, so I had a feeling that I could, if it wasn't worth much, I could probably hang on to it and it might be worth something to me. So, got all of that. I guess I didn't have to show y'all putting this back in the box, but continue. I found these little Batman toys. I got like a gray one, a black one, a Robin, some of the box, but Iron Man. That's not all of them. I know I got a Joker in there somewhere. But yeah, some of those vary in price, but I think the Robin and the Joker were the most expensive. I got a Nightwing too. I got like 5 of them. I found Captain Phasma. Now I heard that, I know there isn't the hugest popularity on the new stuff, but I was once told that people like stormtroopers regardless. So, got a Superman toy. Go along with all of that. Oh, here's the Joker one. Found this Flash toy. It's pretty decent. I found this Ninja Turtles puzzle book. I think it was going for like $15 or something, so I bought it. Got the Star Wars puzzle. Let's see. Oh, Frozen cup, because somebody talked me into buying a cup. Okay, there's some more of the little Batmans, then Nightwing and another Batman. So got a few of those to go. Got the Spider-Man. That's the Vulture from the movie. Got a couple Spider-Man puzzle, Avengers puzzle, little mini puzzles. Okay, then I grabbed like a bunch of graphic novels because that's what I really wanted to sell. But I got this Captain America one. Let's see, Hawkeye. It's like a bestseller. Endless Wartime. I got 2 or 3 of those. Yeah, I got a Batman and Robin. Let's see what else we got over here. Dark Side War. Guardians of the Galaxy. Got Wonder Woman. Batman Inc. Wolverine. Aquaman. Let's see. It's that Aquaman, but it's not. Actually, that wasn't the best of buys. The rest of these was cool. It's Rocket Raccoon. JLA. Another JLA. It's Power and Glory. And, okay. I think that's most of the stuff I got for a haul. I know I'm missing probably some more of the Batman stuff because, everybody loves Batman, right? Exactly. Like, yeah, I got a couple. Got Arkham Knight graphic novel and another Arkham Knight graphic novel. All of this, I'm probably, I'm going to be boxing up and throwing on eBay. I'm still working on my boxing methods, so I do have a few days before I figure out, before I get ready to do that in, but it's like right before Christmas, so tomorrow's like Christmas Eve, so I'm probably going to get everything ready, print up my shipping labels, and I'm probably going to send it in there, close to close on Christmas Eve, so that way when they actually do work to ship my stuff, it'll be actually like after Christmas, and it'll go for that, so that way I won't get too much trouble. Oh, so I forgot some stuff. I almost forgot. I got this right here, this 12 Steps of Freedom. I found these like Goodwill stuff. Found pretty good. Like, it's an old book, so even used is worth some money, which I'm finding might be one of the cooler things to buying and selling stuff as far as Amazon goes. Like, I found this really old book. It's going for a nice amount, I think, but it kind of seen that little spot on it I didn't see before, so I'm gonna have to take less. But I think I still end up with profit because it's so old. This Time to Remember is a first edition. It has a mark on it, but it's also a first edition, which makes it a collectible, and it's kind of old. Then I have this James Patterson Angel. This is also a first edition, I believe. So it is worth something because he's a pretty famous writer. This I saw it, scanned it, seen the price, thought it was good. Turns out can't be sold new. Used prices not so good. So that I bought two of them. I think I'm gonna take an L on them. This one I'm gonna make pretty good money on because I didn't pay hardly anything for it, but those are going used for I think around $20. So I'll do all right on that one, and I think maybe even a little bit higher because I think that there were no prime sellers, so I'll get that little prime name your price too. This one I found, A Time to Kill. This is actually the first edition of A Time to Kill, and it was hard to find out that it was the first edition, but there was so much non-information in there that I was like, I'm taking this because I know it's got to be either the first or second edition. And I went and had to look it up, do some research, and found out I actually do have the first edition. And there's like, I think maybe the first 2 or 3 editions would probably be the more special ones because of how the book was sold and all of that. But I have the very first edition, so I'm good on that. I can ask for that. So I did want to throw those in there so I could say, I didn't forget anything. I think that's just about everything. What's up, y'all? So I finally did it. Got my first box out. Put all my labels on the stuff, and I shipped it. So I shipped something smaller than everything that I had because I wanted to make sure that I didn't see any other stuff in the process that I didn't know about. I think one of the cool things is I think they charge your Amazon account for the shipping part, so I guess you don't have to pay for it immediately. I'm not completely sure, or I guess it'll come out of my Amazon account once I have money in it. Either way, that's kind of convenient, so I don't have to worry about it when I'm actually doing it all that much. Another thing I would think, like as a recap, if you do want to do Amazon FBA, I would say sign up for Amazon FBA as soon as possible so you can see what's going on with how you do things and pricing. That probably would have helped me versus me just seeing people sourcing, picking stuff, and then be like, yeah, I could do that. I see this stuff all the time, like, you know what I'm saying? So you can do that. Now, with that being said, you can do that with eBay because that's where I'm going to end up putting most of my stuff, as y'all seen. But at the same time, my actual focus is Amazon. I don't have the time convenience that I think some other people have at this point, too. So I need some things to work on my own, which is another reason why I wanted to do this and do some of the paying for it anyway. I'm gonna go watch all of this. I'm gonna try to see if I missed anything that I think of that's real big. But since I think it was all of this was fresh in my head as I was doing it, as I started, so I figured somebody else watching me go through the process would be helpful. So I appreciate it.